Coming up next, girls high school basketball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Rob Polinsky here with you on a Monday evening, and we want to welcome in Bob Schlembaker doing the camera work and everybody that will be watching this on WLCS TV 20. Bob is here using our audio, and good to see Bob, and TV 20 will broadcast this a little bit later. Our three officials tonight, Al McConaughey, Craig Mills, and Larry Reardon. They are the three in charge of this one. For the Lorain Titans, it'll be Ashley Heisel, 5-foot freshman, at 5.6 points per game. Nabel Hannon, a 5'4 junior, at 6.6 a game. Nicole Ortiz, a 5'7 junior, at 6.4 a game. Namaje Grant, a 5'9 senior, at 11.6 a game. And Micaiah Herman, a 5'5 freshman, at 4.1 a game. For the Keystone Lady Wildcats, their starting five will be Shelby Fortune, a 5'6 junior, at 3 points a game. Haley Sprouse, a 5'7 senior, at 5 points a game. Valerie Brosh, a 5'4 senior, at 6.5 points a game. Taylor Steffen, a 5'10 junior, at 6 points a game. And Grace Boraski, a 6-foot senior, at 5 points a game. Nice moment here before the ball game as the Keystone Wildcats, Jim Piazza, longtime PA announcer, congratulates Larry Reardon along with the crowd here. Larry, of course, retiring after this year, after 30 years of officiating, and nice there that Jim had the crowd that's gathered here salute Larry for what I'm imagining is his last girls game at Keystone High School. Again, the team's being introduced to the crowd here, and we'll remind you what tonight's keys to the game were, presented by Raymond Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, trouble-free service and installation since 1957. Raymond Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Well, if you heard the pregame interviews, you heard both coaches talk about it. They talked about tempo. For Lorain, they want to get up and down the floor. They want to get Keystone to play at their pace. They want to quicken this game. They want to turn them over with their pressure. And for Keystone, they want to be the exact opposite. They want to slow this basketball game down. They want to keep Lorain from getting on big runs and from getting their press to work and from running up and down the floor. So that will be, along with what both coaches said, that will be my Raymond Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning keys to the game. Both teams are on the floor now. The Keystone Wildcats in the home white uniforms. They are trimmed in purple with Wildcats across the uniforms. And for the Lorain Titans, they have their away, it looks like gray uniforms, gray jerseys, gray shorts, and they are trimmed in blue and white. So we're just about set for basketball from Keystone High School, non-conference basketball game, and again, the start of a busy, busy week on AM 930 WEOL and online at WEOL.com. Boys coverage will continue Thursday with Margaretta at Vermillion. That's Thursday, February 1st. Our next girls game after tonight, Saturday afternoon, Z Zoltai has it, Columbia at Firelands. Craig Mills set to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Keystone, and the Lorain Titans control the tap. Ashley Heisel gets it into the front court to Nabel Hannon on the left wing. Keystone starts out in a zone defense. Namaje Grant, top of the circle. Gets it on the left wing to Micaiah Herman, back out to Nabel Hannon, and Bohannon calling out the offense. Mark Feldman telling his girls where he wants to place them. Nicole Ortiz will come out. Ortiz gets it on the baseline to Heisel, back to Nicole Ortiz. Thinks about the three. She'll pass to Heisel. Heisel fakes the three. Right back out to Ortiz. Ortiz dribbling in, kicked it out to Heisel. Lorain patient on this opening possession. They've taken 40 seconds off the clock so far. Keystone in a 2-3 zone. They get it into Grant. Grant over Steffen. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound, loose on the floor. And it's tried to be saved from going out of bounds. But unable to do that was Valerie Brosh. It'll be Lorain basketball. So the Titans to inbound. No score. And they get it inbounded to Nabel Bohannon. Bohannon back in the corner to Heisel. Fakes the three. Steps out. Got it to Bohannon. Bohannon, nice bounce pass inside to Herman. Off the glass and in. A beautiful assist from Nabel Bohannon to Micaiah Herman. And Lorain takes a 2-0 lead a minute into the ball game. 1-2, 1-1, full court pressure. Steffen, they break the press. Get a left wing Sprouse, a big time three from far out, no good. Steffen with an offensive rebound, back up and in. So Steffen ties it at 2. And into the front court, Bohannon quickly gets it. Here come the Titans. They get it left side to Heisel. Ashley Heisel, the 5-foot freshman point guard. Her pass is going to be intercepted, and it's going to be stolen going the other way as Brosh laid it up. No good. The return is up and in by Haley Sprouse. It's 4-2 Keystone, as the Wildcats lead it with 6:10 to go in the first quarter. We're just underway from Keystone High School. Ron Polinsky, Terry Howell back at studio control, letting us know how things are going out here. Thank you very much, Terry. Ashley Heisel with the basketball, got it to Namaje Grant. Grant inside the elbow, put it up, 10-footer, no good. Rebound for Grace Borowski of Keystone. She'll hand it off to Brosh. Brosh into the front court, got it to Haley Sprouse. Sprouse got it back out to Brosh. Brosh and Sprouse play catch. In the corner. They get it to Shelby Fortune inside Taylor Steffen. She put it up and in. Steffen with 4. The Keystone lead is 4. It's 6-2 with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Keystone looking for their first non-conference win of the year. Lorain looking to get to 500 with a win. And Larry Reardon with his first call tonight says Nay Bohannon traveled on her way to the basket. They'll inbound to Valerie Brosh, and now Lorain does not put pressure on full court. They're going to pick them up at half court. Brosh gets across the timeline, gets it to Fortune, into Steffen. Steffen with a good first quarter so far, put it up, no, but she fouled by Namaje Grant. So Grant with a foul, Steffen at the line. Neither one of these teams are particularly good at the free throw line. Taylor Steffen shooting 42% on the year. Out of all 10 starters, the best free throw shooter percentage-wise is Ashley Heisel at 68%. And Steffen makes that first free throw. Nobody else is even at 60%. The next highest girl is Nay Bohannon at 58. Highest percentage of the starters for Keystone as the second free throw is missed. No good. It goes out of bounds to Lorain. Valerie Brosh gets 52% for Keystone. And out of the starting 5, that's Keystone's best free throw shooter percentage-wise. So both of these teams struggling on free throws. And you heard Mark Feldman say his team was 5 of 21 at the line Saturday in that win at Maple Heights. Boy, if they hit a few more of those, they wouldn't have had to go to overtime. Namaje Grant with the basketball. Titans trail by 5. Cross-court pass, got it to Heisel. Heisel in the lane. Heisel left it for Herman. She lost control, and Brosh gets the steal for Keystone. Brosh will get it across the 10-second line, then she'll lose it, and it's taken away by Namaje Grant. Now we get a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to Keystone. 4:45 to go in quarter number 1. Keystone leads Lorain 7-2. The Wildcats on a 7-0 run. Haley Sprouse, cross-court to Brosh, as Heisel plays at the top of the defense. Shelby Fortune got it inside to Taylor Steffen. Her shot no good, out of bounds. It went off of Borowski, and it will be Lorain basketball. So it'll be Titan basketball. They trail 7-2 here. Heisel gets it into the front court. She'll play catch with Nicole Ortiz. Ortiz with the basketball. Got it back out to Heisel. Heisel in between the circles. Got it to Nicole Ortiz. Ortiz right-hand dribble, top of the key. Ortiz dribbles in. 12-footer, it's good. Nicole Ortiz, her first 2 of the night, and Lorain cuts the lead to 3. It's 7-4 Keystone halfway through quarter number 1. Brosh into the front court. They get it to Taylor Steffen. Steffen into the lane. Had her shot blocked, and coming away with it is Namaje Grant. Grant comes away with it for Lorain. Grant quickly into the front court. Grant all the way to the basket. Laid it up, in, and a foul. So Grant with the basket. And for Grant, that's her first basket. Foul on Haley Sprouse. Her first, team's first. And Namaje Grant with an opportunity to tie this ball game. Namaje 42% on her free throw shooting on the year. Craig Mills with a quick conversation with Nicole Ortiz. And now Namaje Grant will try to tie the game. Line left. Puts it up, and it's off the rim, no good. And Borowski got the rebound for Keystone. She'll hand it off to Brosh, and here come the Wildcats. Keystone leads 7-6, 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Steffen with the basketball to Borowski, back outside. A three-point ball is up by Sprouse. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Borowski, no, but she's fouled, and she'll shoot a couple of free throws.
Lorain foul number 23, Micaiah Herman, her first.
Micaiah Herman with a foul, her first, team second.
Shooting 2, Grace Borowski.
Grace Borowski at the line. Grace, 41% on the year. The 6-foot senior. Free throw is up and in. Her first point of the ball game. Keystone leads 8-6. 3:33 to go in quarter number 1. Borowski toes that line. Bends the knees, puts it up, and she went 2 for 2. So Borowski makes it 9-6 Keystone. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bohannon will bring it up for Lorain. Now she's going to pass it off to the point guard, Ashley Heisel. Heisel, the freshman. Bohannon, the junior. Bohannon gets it back now. She sets the offense. Top of the key to freshman Micaiah Herman. Micaiah looking at the 2-3 zone. Got it to Nicole Ortiz. Right elbow jumper. Short. Rebound. Loose on the floor. It goes out of bounds. It'll go to Keystone. Craig Mills, Al McConaughey, Larry Reardon, the 3 in charge of this one. Broschk gets it across the timeline to Haley Sprouse. Into the front court. One dribble. Now she goes baseline left. Back outside to Sprouse. Cross court for Valerie Broschk. Baseline right, Borowski. Whipped it in to Steffen. Steffen with a turnaround 8-footer. Glass rim, no good. Rebound, Bohannon for Lorain. Nay Bohannon will quickly get it into the front court. Bohannon on the drive all the way to the basket. Nice pass to Herman off the glass and rim. Missed it. Grant with a return, no good. Rebound is Borowski for Keystone. Boy, Lorain had 2 great chances but couldn't find the basket. And here come the Wildcats with it. Sprouse has it in the corner. The shot goes up. Sprouse got it to Shelby Fortune. And Shelby Fortune with a 15-footer makes it 11-6 Keystone. 2:20 to go in quarter number 1. Bohannon, as Lorain tries to figure out this 2-3 zone for Keystone. And Steffen kind of comes up with it a little bit, almost makes it a 2-1-2. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor for the Lorain Titans. Lorain wants a 30. We'll take a 30-second as well. 2:13 to go in quarter number 1. Our score is Keystone 11 and Lorain 6. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage matchup. Tonight's game on AM 930 WEOL and online at WEOL.com.
Ian Ralston was a combat medic who was injured in Iraq. When I met Ian, I knew we had to help him get his housing grant, an auto grant, and every benefit to live as normal a life as possible. And we did.
PVA has helped hundreds of thousands of veterans get the care and benefits they've earned.
My name is Jason Stevenson, and I work for Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, changing lives, building futures.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
And welcome back to Keystone. The Lorain Titans, after that timeout, trailing 11-6. Micaiah Herman gets it, puts it up, no good. Into the game is Janos for the Lorain Titans. Tanya Janos comes into the game for the first time. The 5'7" senior, averaging 5.7 a game. Valerie Broschk with it for Keystone. Broschk, left-hand dribble. Gets it on the left-hand side. Got it to Haley Sprouse. Sprouse inside to Steffen. Put it up. Yes, and a foul. So Steffen with a big first quarter. She's got 7. She'll look for 8 at the line. And Craig Mills tells us that the foul is on Tanya Janos, who just checked in. Felicia Weatherspoon checking in for Lorain for the first time in for Micaiah Herman. Weatherspoon off the bench, the 5'7" senior, averaging 5 points a game. Steffen at the line. It's 13-6 Titans. Steffen missed the free throw. Rebound Nicole Ortiz for Lorain. Lorain basketball down by 7. 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Heisel with it. Heisel against this 2-3 zone looking. Heisel hands it off to Nicole Ortiz. Ortiz gets it back out to Nay Bohannon. Over to Ortiz. Bounce pass, Weatherspoon. Turnaround 12-footer, no good. Around the rim and out, rebound Broschk for Keystone. She'll quickly get it into the front court. 2-on-1. Bounce pass to Sprouse, and we get a whistle, and it is going to be out of bounds. Keystone, as we're getting a foul on the Lorain Titans, and that's going to go on Felicia Weatherspoon. Her first, team's fourth. And Shelby Fortune to inbound. Fortune looking. Gets it into Steffen, wide open underneath, put it up and in. Steffen with 9. 15-6, that's the difference. Steffen with 9, Keystone leads by 9. 1:10 to go in quarter number 1. Heisel with the basketball, right side Ortiz. Ortiz with it, Ortiz a right wing 3 ball, no good. Rebound is gonna come down to Haley Sprouse of Keystone. Sprouse got to get rid of it, and we get a whistle. And the Keystone's going to take a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wildcats lead by 9. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage Matchup. Tonight's game on AM 930. It's also online. Download that free mobile app and listen at WEOL.com.
Academic success requires 17 different visual skills, and Seeing 2020 is just one of them. Vision screenings are not designed to test all of these visual skills. Vision screenings test how well your child sees 20 feet away, but not how well they can see when reading. If your child has passed a vision screening, don't assume that all is well. When a child struggles with reading, an eye coordination problem could be the cause. For more information, visit covd.org, the website for the College of Optometrists and Vision Development.
Final minute of the first quarter. Keystone with the basketball. Each team has taken a timeout in the first quarter. In the backcourt, Shelby Fortune. Full court pressure now by Lorain. Fortune will get it ahead, but it passes intercepted by Janos. Janos passes ahead to Nate Bohannon. Bohannon trying to hook it around to Heisel. It's knocked out of bounds by Brosh. It'll be Lorain basketball. Titans trail by 9. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Nate Bohannon will inbound. Bohannon looking. She's going to lob it up top to Nicole Ortiz. Nicole Ortiz in the corner to Bohannon. Bohannon can't get off the shot. Borowski came out on her. Keystone in a 2-3 zone, but it's very active. Those young ladies, they move a lot. They just don't stand still. They come out and contest shots. Nate Bohannon will take a long 3, and that's an air ball off the glass. On the backside rebound, Janos got it and laid it in. Tanya Janos makes it 15-8. 7-point lead. They get it ahead to Steffen. Steffen into the front court. Steffen all the way to the lane. Had her shot blocked by Ortiz. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Ortiz into the front court. 5 seconds. Ortiz on the drive. Puts it up with 2 seconds. No good. Rebound Janos back outside to Bohannon. She got it off. It's no good. We've played 1 quarter of basketball. Our score: Keystone 15, Lorain 8. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage Matchup. Tonight's game, you can hear it on AM 930 WEOL, or maybe you're one of the many who have downloaded that free mobile app and you're listening online at WEOL.com.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Lorain with the basketball to start the second quarter. They trail 15-8. Nicole Ortiz with it. Ortiz with a pass for Janos. The jumper up from 10 feet. It's good. Tanya Janos with 4. And it's 15-10. The Keystone lead is 5. For Lorain to begin the second quarter. Heisel, Ortiz, Weatherspoon, Bohannon, and Janos on the floor. 10-second call on Keystone. They turn it over. Grant will come in for Keystone. She is going to come in for Nate Bohannon. for Keystone to begin the second quarter. It's going to be Steffen. Also, we have Broschk and Fortune into the game. Sprouse, and in for the first time, Maddie Harrington. Maddie Harrington in a 5'5 sophomore. 2-3 zone for Keystone. They've been in this the whole game. Keystone leads by 5. Lorain with the basketball. Namaje Grant, a long 3, in and out. Went around rim and it fell out. Offensive rebound, backing in by Weatherspoon. So Weatherspoon with the offensive rebound, and that was one of the keys that Coach Terry talked about in the pregame, was that they couldn't allow offensive rebounds to this Lorain team. So we have got 7:05 to go in the first half. When we get our next opportunity, we'll take a legal ID at our next opportunity. And no problem, Terry Howe. We will do that for you. It's Ashley Heisel bringing it into the front court. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Got it to Namaje Grant. She dribbles in, put it up, no good. Offensive rebound by Llanos, back up, no good. Ortiz with a return. It's an air ball long, and still being rebounded by the Wildcat or the Titans, and Llanos put it back up and in. Makes it 15-14. Lorain on an 8-0 run. They've cut an 9-point lead down to 1. Broschk beats the press. Gets it to Sprouse. Sprouse on the drive. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Namaje Grant. Here come the Titans with an opportunity to take the lead. Namaje Grant, top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Got it into Nicole Ortiz. Ortiz put it up. No good. Rebound, Steffen. Taylor Steffen will hand it off to Valerie Broschk. Broschk brings it across midcourt. Waiting for our next stoppage so we can get you that ID. Harrington has it. Harrington in the quarter to Fortune. Fortune put it up, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Harrington back up, no, she's fouled. We'll be right back after this station identification.
Lorain foul on number 12, Nicole Ortiz.
Foul on Nicole Ortiz for Lorain. That's her first, team's 5th, and Maddie Harrington will shoot 2. Harrington, a 5'5 freshman, averaging 4.5 points a game off the bench, 56% from the line on the year. Harrington puts it up, and that's perfect. Maddie Harrington, her first point of the ball game, 16-14 Keystone. Borowski back in for Keystone. And back into the game for the Lorain Titans is Ashley Heisel. Harrington, second free throw, back of the rim, no good. We got a lane violation on somebody. And it's going to be on the Titans, so we're going to get another free throw here from Maddie Harrington and Keystone. Wildcats lead by 2 with 6:05 to go in the first half. Harrington will try to take advantage, and she does so. So Harrington's able to make 2 out of 2 because of the free throw violation. Gave her another opportunity. It's 17-14 Keystone. You know, in a close game, you never know. Those types of things could be the difference in a game. Heisel with it. Heisel trying to set the Lorain offense where she wants it. It's Nate Bohannon, cross court to Llanos. Llanos will take the 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound, tap back out to Nate Bohannon for Lorain. She gets it to Namaje Grant. Bohannon falls down. Grant with the basketball, back out to Llanos. Boy, Lorain really starting to hit the offensive boards right now. Basically, they're throwing it at the basket and just going to get it. Keystone defensively going to have to do a better job of checking them out. Sometimes that's hard to do in the zone. With the basketball, Bohannon back outside to Llanos. 5:18 to go in the half. In the corner, Bohannon has it, doesn't take the 3. Lorain down by 3, gets it into Weatherspoon. Turnaround, no good. Offensive rebound, Grant off the glass and in. Great position right there by Namaje Grant. She's got 4, and it's 17-16. Keystone's lead is 1. Harrington across the timeline, got it to Broschk, over to Steffen. Steffen in the corner to Borowski. Borowski takes a tough shot. It's an air ball off the glass. Rebound, Bohannon for Lorain. Titans can take the lead. Bohannon gets around. Sprouse put it up, no good. And a rebound, Haley Sprouse, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on the Titans after that rebound by Haley Sprouse. Foul on Tanya Llanos. Again, we told you earlier that Lorain Schools TV 20 here. Bob Schlumbaker filming this one for you on WLCS TV 20. That's on Spectrum Cable, Lorain City Schools Television. And you can follow them on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. Take a look at it on YouTube as well if you're outside the city of Lorain at Lorain Schools TV 20. With the basketball, Brosch gets it on the right side of Harrington. Harrington cross court. Leaves it for Haley Sprouse. Sprouse, left-hand dribble. Sprouse put it up. No, she's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2, and that foul on Namaje Grant. 7 team fouls on Lorain, 1 on Keystone.
14, Miles Grant, her second, team 7. At the line, shooting 2, Haley Sprouse. So
Haley Sprouse, 50% on the year from the line. She makes that one. Haley with 3 points. Keystone leading 18-16. 4:25 to go until halftime. Sprouse again puts it up, and that one is short off the front of the iron. Rebound, Weatherspoon for Lorain. And she passes it to Grant, got it to Bohannon. Mark Feldman letting the officials know that the difference in fouls is 7-1, just in case they don't know. They get it out to Grant. Grant with the basketball, working on Taylor Steffen. Picks up her dribble in the corner to Weatherspoon. Her pass knocked away by Steffen, but Grant came away with it back inside to Weatherspoon, up, and it gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. That's an alternating possession rule arrow, and it will go to Keystone.
Jump ball, Keystone possession.
4 minutes to go in the first half. I want to remind you that after the ball game, we're going to have the U.S. Army Team Strength Award brought to you by United States Army Recruiting. The U.S. Army offers more than 150 career opportunities. Call the Army Career Center in Elyria or visit goarmy.com. We'll have that for you during our post-game show. Immediately following the ball game, Harrington with the basketball, gets it across the timeline to Borowski. Borowski cross-court, Valerie Brosh. In the corner, Sprouse. A corner three, it's good. Haley Sprouse from right in front of the crowd there at Keystone. In the corner, makes it 21-16. The Wildcats' lead is 5. So Lorain has gotten it within 1 on a couple of occasions, but they can't go over the hump. Grant with the ball. Grant into the lane. Grant off the glass, no good. Rebound Harrington ahead to Sprouse. Sprouse working on Bohannon, laid it up, no good, out of bounds. It will go to Lorain. No, I guess it's going to stay with Keystone. Well, I thought for sure that was Lorain basketball. They're going to inbound it. Harrington baseline jumper, it's good. Harrington with a basket, she's got 4. And we're going to get a timeout for Lorain. 3:18 to go in the first half. Our score, it's Keystone 23, Lorain 16. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage matchup, tonight's game on AM 930 WEOL. Or download that free mobile app and listen online, just like Jeff Fields does at WEOL.com.
Stop texting and driving. If not for you, for me.
.318 to go in the first half. Lorain with the ball. They trail 23-16. Rob Polinsky live from Keystone High School. Terry Howell back at studio control on this snowy Monday night. The pass inside is tipped away by Steffen and stolen by Brosh and Keystone. Wildcats come away with it, then they throw it away. Herman with the steal, laid it up and in. Micaiah Herman with 4. Full court pressure by the Titans. Keystone leads by 5. Harrington to Brosh. Valerie Brosh got it across midcourt. Brosh still with the dribble. Gets it to Haley Sprouse in the corner. Sprouse dribbling in. Back outside to Brosh. Cross court Harrington. Harrington dribbling in. Kicks it out for Borowski. Back outside to Brosh. Good ball movement by the Wildcats. Wide open Sprouse for a 3. She hits another one. Haley Sprouse with back-to-back 3s. And Keystone leads by 8, 26-18 with 2:25 to go in the first half. Sprouse went for the steal, didn't get it. Bohannon with the basketball. Bohannon with a lob, trying to get it inside. Beautiful pass to Janos, and she scores. Janos with 8, but what a feed by Bohannon to get her that ball. That was a beautiful pass by Nate Bohannon. 2:10 to go in the half. Keystone leads by 6. Harrington Gets it across midcourt. Kicks it out to Haley Sprouse. Sprouse with the basketball. Sprouse into the lane. Lost control. Borowski picked it up. Keystone still with it. Sprouse slow to get up, but she does so. Now into the front court. Maddie Harrington with the basketball. Harrington gets it out to Haley Sprouse. Sprouse with a bounce pass to Borowski in the corner. They get it to Harrington. Harrington, cross court, lazy pass. Grant knocked it away, stolen by Bohannon. Bohannon 2-on-1, gets it to Grant. Grant lays it up in and a foul. Namaje Grant with 6. She'll look for 7 at the line. And it's 26-22 Wildcats. Foul on Valerie Brosh, her first, just the second on Keystone. And it will be Namaje Grant looking to complete a 3-point play. Minute 36 to go in the first half. Wildcats lead by 4. Grant trying to make it a one-possession game, cannot do so. In and out. Rebound, Borowski for Keystone. They'll hand it off to Brosh, and Valerie will walk it across. Looks to Coach Scott Terry in his 19th year for the call. Minute 25 to go in a half. And Brosh picks up the dribble. Bounce pass for Haley Sprouse. Sprouse outside the three-point line, lobbed it for Steffen. It's picked off by Namaje Grant. Namaje Grant with the basketball. On the drive, laid it up, no good. Rebound, tipped out to Brosh. Brosh triple teamed in trouble, and she'll come away with the basketball somehow. Brosh into the front court, gets around Bohannon, and a blocking foul on Nae Bohannon. Her first, team's 8th, and with 1:02 to go in the half, it'll be a 1-and-1 for Valerie Brosh.
Number 3, now Bohannon, her first, team's 8th. Lorain sub number 2.
So substitutions for Lorain coming into the game will be Ashley Heisel and Felicia Witherspoon. And it'll be Valerie Brosh get the line for a 1-on-1. 52% on the year. Valerie looking for her first points of the night. She's a 5'4" senior. Front end of the 1-and-1. That is off the back of the rim, and it fell in. Brosh with her first point. Keystone has outscored Lorain at the line tonight 7-0, and they lead by 5. Peyton Helene into the game for the first time, the 5'10" junior, averaging 2 points a game off the bench for Keystone. Brosh again, good again. 8-0 Keystone's advantage from the foul line, and they lead by 6 with 1 minute to go in the first half of play. Heisel will go left side to Nae Bohannon. Bohannon looking for a teammate, goes cross court to Tanya Llanos against the zone. Llanos lobs it in for Nicole Ortiz, but Helene is right there. Ortiz back out to Llanos, top of the circle to Heisel. Heisel with 42 seconds to go in a half brings it back out. Lorain down by 6 with the ball. Nae Bohannon bounce past Tanya Llanos, bounced it to Nicole Ortiz at the foul line. Ortiz right side 15-footer, no good. Offensive rebound, Bohannon. Bohannon runs it down in the corner with 27 seconds to go in the half. Got it out to Heisel. Heisel back to Bohannon, a corner 3. It is no good, an air ball. Another offensive rebound by Llanos, she scored. Llanos off the bench with 10, and Lorain keeps hitting the offensive boards, and they stay in the game that way. They trail by 4, 10 seconds to go in the half. Steffen into the front court, in the corner to Sprouse. Sprouse for 3, air ball, rebound. Helene put it up, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to get a whistle and a foul and a couple of free throws for the Wildcats. And it is going to be on Witherspoon, her second, team's 9th. 2.1 seconds to go in the half. And Brosh, who just made 2 free throws, will step right back there. 2.1 seconds to go in the half. Brosh's free throw was no good. And the Wildcats lead stays at 4 at 28-24. Brosh will see if she can make 1 out of 2. Line right. Puts it up, and she makes 1 out of 2. 29-24. Lorain on the inbounds. They get it to Heisel. Heisel, three-quarter court. She'll throw it, and she won't come anywhere close. After 1 half of basketball, our score, it's Keystone 29, Lorain 24. We'll be back with a halftime show after this timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage Matchup. Tonight's game is on AM 930 WEOL, and we're also online at WEOL.com.
Hi, I'm Khalil Brown, and I am 16 in the 10th grade. at Lorain High School. I'm a pre-engineering student in Lorain High Career Tech Education program. Math is by far my favorite subject. This drew me into pre-engineering. Pre-engineering is mostly calculating numbers and computer software downloading. You get to download stuff into robots and make them do stuff. I took pre-engineering for the first and second semester, in particular CNC milling and drilling classes. I learned how to mill into wood and wax blocks. In CNC, we drill into wood and make frames and pictures and plaques. The class is very fun, but it's a lot of hard work too, because it's a lot of math and science and there's no time to goof off. When you walk in, there's tons of different machines like our robots that do stuff. And we make sure we're wearing safety goggles when we're drilling metals and things. I feel good working on machines because it comes natural to me. But even if you're not good in math and science, you will still have a lot of fun because our instructor, Mr. Bogan, walks you through it all. He's a great teacher. If you don't know how to do it, he'll take the time to explain it to you. You make sure you have a lot of fun programming machines and robots. I am glad to be in this program because now I know what I want to do with my life, and it's all thanks to Lorain High Career Tech Pre-Engineering program.
Set for the second half. Both teams are out on the floor for Lorain to open up with the basketball. They will start with the ball. It's going to be Herman, Bohannon, Janos, who now will start the second half after scoring 10 off the bench, Grant and Ortiz. And it's going to be Ortiz with it from Grant. Back out to Grant. We'll get to the Keystone 5 when we get a minute. Grant takes a long three and she hits it. Boy, Namaje Grant from way outside. And Lorain has cut that 5-point Keystone lead to 2 on the first possession of the second half. Broschk, Sprouse, Steffen, Fortune, and Borowski, the original starting 5, are on the floor for Scott Terry's club to begin the third quarter. Sprouse with the basketball, intercepted by Namaje Grant. Grant's going to drive in. Grant will lay it up, and we are tied at 29. So Grant and Lorain on a 5-0 run in the first minute of the third quarter, and now we are tied at 29. It's a brand new ball game from Keystone. Broschk into the front court, got it to Taylor Steffen in the corner. Shelby Fortune back for Taylor Steffen. Namaje Grant right now all over the floor. She just got a steal and gets it to Nicole Ortiz. What a play by Grant as she hustles at both ends. Bohannon cross court with a pass to Makai Herman, the freshman, with the ball on the three-point line. Gets it back outside to Namaje Grant. Grant looking against this 2-3 zone. She'll take another long three, misses that one off the rim, and Taylor Steffen skied for the rebound for Keystone. So it'll be Wildcats basketball. And Broschk will get it across midcourt. Broschk with a left-hand dribble. 6:29 to go in the third quarter. They're going to get it in for Taylor Steffen. Grant knocked it out of bounds. It will remain with Keystone. Craig Mills, Al McConaughey, Larry Reardon, the 3 men in charge of this one tonight. And Shelby Fortune will inbound for, well, no, she just picked up the ball. It'll be Taylor Steffen to inbound. Taylor gets the ball from Craig Mills, and she inbounds it to Broschk. Broschk at the foul line. Back outside. Now she'll get it back from Haley Sprouse. Man-to-man defense for Lorain to begin the third quarter. Borowski, top of the circle, goes left wing to Shelby Fortune. Gets it to Sprouse inside. Sprouse, though, was covered by Grant, so she goes back out. And Broschk has it top of the circle. Good defense by Lorain to begin the second half. We're tied at 29, and we've played 2 minutes of the third quarter. Borowski, top of the circle, guarded by Nicole Ortiz. Gets it out to Taylor Steffen. Steffen looking. Gets it out to Broschk. Broschk can't get off a shot. Ortiz on her. Picks up the dribble. Gets it on the right side to Fortune. Back inside to Borowski. Borowski puts it up. No, it was tipped out of bounds by a Lorain defender. I think it was Namaje Grant. And Keystone will inbound. We're still tied at 29. We have 5:43 remaining in quarter number 3. They look to inbound. They get it to Broschk. Broschk inside the three-point line. She gets it back from Haley Sprouse, and she's in between the circles. Nae Bohannon draws the defensive assignment. Back out to Borowski. Around the perimeter, Shelby Fortune whipped it inside for Haley Sprouse, but back there again is Grant. Grant back there defensively, so the Wildcats can't get off the shot. They'll reset it. Valerie Broschk is near the midcourt line, looking to coach Scott Terry for instruction. Borowski with a screen, and Sprouse on the drive, put it up, air ball long, and the rebound comes down to Llanos for Lorain. Gets it to Namaje Grant. Grant inside to Herman. Herman off the glass and in. And Lorain has outscored Keystone 7-0 to begin the third quarter, and they lead by 2, 31-29. Brosh with it. Gets it top of the circle to Borowski. Borowski outside the three-point line. Guarded by Nicole Ortiz. Ortiz went for the steal, got it. Her pass, now the ball's loose on the floor and is picked up by Nate Bohannon. She falls down, and we're going to get a blocking foul on the Wildcats, I believe. Let's see what Craig Mills says. He does. It's Grace Borowski. That'll be her first. Don't forget, after the ball game, we're going to have the U.S. Army Team Strength Award brought to you by United States Army Recruiting. The U.S. Army offers more than 150 career opportunities. Call the Army Career Center in Elyria or visit GoArmy.com. We'll have that award for you after the ball game, as we do after each and every Cleveland Clinic boys and girls cage matchup. Namaje Grant gets it to Nicole Ortiz. Ortiz fumbled it out of bounds. It'll be Keystone basketball. So 4:25 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats trailing by 2. Lorain has outscored Keystone 7-0 so far in the third quarter. Haley Sprouse on the drive, put it up, no good. Rebound, Borowski back up, no, but she's fouled by Nicole Ortiz. Ortiz with a foul. That'll be the first this half on Lorain. That's her second foul of the game, and Borowski at the line. Borowski's made 2 free throws tonight, 41% on the year coming into the ball game. 4:16 to go in the third quarter, and Keystone looking for their first points of the third quarter. Borowski's free throw is short. Grace, see if she can make 1 of 2. Puts it up, and she's short that one. Both of them are no good. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Lorain basketball. Into the game for the Keystone Lady Wildcats for the first time, Ashley Butoff, a 5'7" senior, averaging a point per contest. She's into the game for the first time. It's Coach Terry looking for the right 5 on the floor. 7-0. Lorain has outscored Keystone in the third quarter to cut a 5-point deficit and turn it into a 2-point lead. Nabel Hannon with a turnover. Coming away with it is Brosh. Brosh will go coast to coast, laid it up and in, and we are tied at 31. Brosh with her first field goal of the ball game. She has 5 points, and again we're tied at 31 with 3:45 to go in the third quarter. It's been a close game all throughout. Namaje Grant with it. Grant trying to get around Borowski into the lane. The floater from 8 feet is good, and a foul. Namaje Grant much more aggressive this half than she was in the first half. Foul on Borowski. Grant with 13. She'll look for 14 at the line. And Ashley Heisel is going to check back in for Lorain. She's going to replace Nabel Hannon. 33-31 Lorain with 3:37 to go in the third quarter. Free throw up, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound, ripped down. It's going to be a jump ball as Borowski and Llanos tie up for it. And the alternating possession arrow will give it to Keystone. You get someone to inbound here. It'll be Wildcat basketball in the alternating possession rule. Butoff will get it into Brosh. Brosh with the basketball. Coach Terry giving his team instructions. Sprouse got it to Taylor Steffen, right side for Sprouse. A long 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Llanos over Lorain. Gets it ahead to Grant. Grant quickly into the front court, picks up her dribble. Sprouse is there defensively. Back out to Nicole Ortiz for a 3. That's an air ball short, and the rebound is Herman, and Herman inside will kick it back out to Ortiz. They work it around to Namaje Grant. Grant jump stop over Borowski, short. Rebound knocked out to Sprouse for Keystone. Sprouse tries to get around Ortiz, lays it up, and she scores. Haley Sprouse with a basket. She has 11, her first points of the second half, and we are tied at 33 with 2:45 to go in the third quarter. It's been a good one tonight from Keystone. This non-conference affair with Lorain and Keystone. Namaje Grant for 3. That one draws glass, nothing else. An air ball off the backboard. And Borowski comes away with it for Keystone. Borowski gets it into the front court looking for a guard as she picks up her dribble. Got it to Butoff. Butoff picks up her dribble after a couple of dribbles. Got it to Valerie Brosh. Brosh looking. Brosh with a bounce pass on the left side to Haley Sprouse. Back up top to a Borowski. Around the perimeter to Butoff. Bounce pass, Sprouse inside. It's up and in. Nice feed that time from Butoff to Sprouse. And Sprouse now with 13. 35-33. Keystone regains the advantage under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Ashley Heisel with the basketball. Heisel with a bounce pass, and it's going to be a whistle and a foul, says Larry Reardon, on Borowski as she tried to deny that interior pass. She is the first player on either team with 3 fouls. So Borowski with 3. That's the third on Keystone, and Grant will come out, and Felicia Weatherspoon will check back in. Shelby Fortune will check in for Keystone. Fortune comes in for Borowski with those 3 fouls. Nicole Ortiz to inbound. Ortiz with a inbound that comes to Heisel. Heisel on the 3-point line, but Sprouse picked her pocket, comes away with it. Then Nicole Ortiz ties her up, and the alternating possession arrow will give it right back to Lorain. So Nicole Ortiz did a good job of getting in there and getting that basketball, tying up Sprouse from Keystone. Inbound Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon trying to clear space, put it up off the rim a couple of times, no good. Rebound Steffen for Keystone. She'll get it to Brosh, and Keystone with the ball and a 2-point lead with 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Brosh with it. Brosh gets it outside. Fortune. Her pass is going to be knocked away, and it's stolen. And boy, Coach Terry upset with that. Heisel comes away with it. Minute 20 to go in the third. Heisel into the paint, into the lane, put it up, no, but she's fouled. And Ashley Heisel will shoot a couple of free throws to try to tie this basketball game. Larry Reardon will tell us who the foul's on. And it's on Haley Sprouse, her second. Team's fourth. And Ashley Heisel on the year, 68% from the free throw lane. And she's looking for her first points of the night. Heisel's first free throw is good. So Ashley's first point of the night. Peyton Helene in for Keystone. She'll come in for Shelby Fortune. Nicole Ortiz is out, and coming in for Lorain is Nae Bohannon. Bohannon's still looking for her first point. She averages 6.6 a game. Heisel at 5.6, so together they average about 12.5 points a game. Tonight they've combined for 1. Heisel will try to make it 2, and she does that. So Heisel with her first points of the game. We're tied at 35, 1:17 to go in the third quarter, full court pressure. Inbound to Steffen. They almost got a 5-second call. Steffen gets it across midcourt, gets it to Helene. Helene knocked off the ball, loose on the floor. It's picked up by Herman and the Lorain Titans. They get it to Heisel. Heisel quickly gets it ahead. Ashley, the freshman point guard, in the corner to her teammate and classmate Herman. The fellow freshman put it up, missed it off the rim, and Helene will get the rebound for Keystone. And we're going to get a jump ball, though, as Helene and Janos fight for the basketball. It'll be Keystone's possession on this alternating possession arrow with 51 seconds to go in the third. We're tied at 35. Full court pressure again. Sprouse has it. Steffen with a screen. Sprouse used it to get it into the forecourt. Sprouse on the drive, off the glass and in. Sprouse has 6 in the quarter, 15 in the game, and Keystone leads by 2. Heisel with it. Heisel. Bohannon gets it back from Heisel. We're down to 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Lorain trails 37-35. Janos hands it off to Heisel, top of the circle. Heisel gets it on the right elbow to Herman. On the corner to Janos. Her shot is off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Weatherspoon. Another offensive rebound for Lorain and a couple of free throws as we have a foul on the Wildcats. Helene with a foul, her first, team's 5th. And Felicia Weatherspoon, just a 22% free throw shooter. We'll try to improve on that with 2 free throws right here. Weatherspoon, a 5'7" senior, averaging 5 points a game off the bench. Has 2 tonight on a field goal back in the second quarter. Free throw, that one is an air ball, no good. Nicole Ortiz checks back in for Lorain. And coming out will be Llanos. 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Weatherspoon, her team trailing by 2. The jump shot at the free throw, that one is up and in. So Weatherspoon makes 1 out of 2. And pressure in the backcourt. They get it to Brosh. Heisel fell down trying to get a steal. 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Leaves it for Helene. Helene with a baseline jumper. It's good. Peyton Helene with a big basket. 2 seconds. 1. Bohannon from half court at the buzzer. It draws rim. No good. We've played 3 quarters of basketball. Our score, it's Keystone 39, Lorain 36. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Cage matchup. Tonight's game is on AM 930 WEOL. We're on WEOL.com, or you can download our free mobile app.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Start of the fourth quarter, Brosh got a steal, put it up, no good. Harrington with a rebound, no good. Helene with it, and Keystone will set it up. Terry Howell telling me that it's a winter wonderland out there. It wasn't when I was coming down, but I understand my drive home will be a little more eventful than my drive down here. Helene with a basketball. Helene with a 3. She's left unguarded. Put it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Grant for Lorain. Grant with a pass for Bohannon. Bohannon underneath the basket, put it up, and it was out of bounds to Keystone. For Keystone to begin the fourth quarter, they have got Harrington, Steffen, Helene. They also have Brosh and Sprouse. For Keister, for Lorain, they are going to counter with Ortiz, Bohannon, Heisel, Llanos, and Grant. 39-36 Keystone as Lorain outscored Keystone 12-10 in the third quarter to take a 5-point deficit, cut it to 3. Long pass for Brosh, ahead of the pack, shot blocked by Llanos, but fouled by Tanya Llanos. That'll be her third, just a second on the Titans as a team.
Lorain foul number 22, Tanya Llanos.
Grace Borowski will check back in for Keystone.
Valerie Brown.
Brosh gets the line for 2. Free throw up. That one is off the back of the rim and it fell in. Valerie Broschke, 52% free throw shooter, has made 4 in this ball game. She has 6 points. Helene comes out as Borowski came in. Broschke again, good again. 41-36. Keystone's lead is 5. 7:20 to go in the ball game. It's been a good one. Heisel with the basketball. Bounce pass to Llanos. Nice job. Got it to Bohannon, who was running without the ball to the basket. Bohannon laid it in. That's her first points of the game. 41-38. Pressure in the backcourt. Steffen with it. Steffen, long lead for Brosh. Brosh tries to save it from going out of bounds, but she threw it to Ortiz. Lorain with a steal. They get it to Heisel. Heisel into the front court. Heisel outside the three-point line. She'll take the 3. It's no good off the rim. Rebound comes down to Maddie Harrington of Keystone. She's going to be fouled by Nay Bohannon. That'll be her second, team's third. Neither team in the penalty. 5 teams fouls on Keystone, just 3 on Lorain. 6:49 to go in this basketball game. Keystone with the ball. They lead by 3, 41-38. The Wildcats trying to get their first non-conference win of the year. Lorain trying to get to 500 on the year with a win. Haley Sprouse, right wing 3, banked it in. Oh my, Sprouse with her third 3 of the basketball game. She's got 18, 9 in each half, and it's 43-38. The Keystone lead is 5. Heisel with the basketball. Heisel gets it into Llanos. Llanos with a bounce pass for Bohannon. Bohannon stops, puts up a jumper just beyond the elbow, and she hit it. Nay Bohannon with 2 baskets here in the fourth quarter, and the Keystone lead is 4. Borowski, they break the press, got it to Steffen. Steffen on the drive, over Grant, put it up, no good. Rebound Sprouse, her shot is blocked by Ortiz. Ortiz comes up with it. 6 minutes to play in the game. Titans down by 4. Bounce pass inside to Janos, a 6-foot baseline jumper is good. Janos with a basket, she's got a dozen. And it's 44-42, Keystone by 2. And in the backcourt, a foul on Nicole Ortiz. Her third, team's fourth.
Lorain foul on number 12, Nicole Ortiz. Her third, team's fourth. Lorain sub, number 23.
And Scott Terry wants a timeout. We'll have a timeout on the floor. This is a 60-second timeout. 5:46 to go in the game. The Wildcats lead by 2. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Cage Matchup. Tonight's game is on AM 930 at WEOL. We're on WEOL.com, or you can always download our free mobile app.
I began in 3rd grade, 8 years old, and I was able to learn the chest compressions and the breaths, and I absolutely believe that anyone out in the public can easily learn. We got a page for an unresponsive 2-month-old, and when I got the first glimpse of the 2-month-old, he was blue. We didn't even get to go inside. I just jumped in the back and we started CPR, continuing CPR, and you were able to see the color start to come back, and then we were able to actually get his heart rate back. It was a pretty moving part in the story that we were able to save a 2-month-old's life. My community is why.
Wildcats with the ball. They lead by 2, 44-42 with 5:35 to go in this basketball game. Each team has 3 timeouts remaining. Borowski with it, back to the basket. Now she turns around, got it out to Sprouse. She'll take a 3, got it! Haley Sprouse with her 4th 3 of the ball game. She's got 21 overall. She averages 5 a game, and she's got 21 tonight. And Keystone leads by 5, 47-42. They lob it into Namaje Grant. She scores and she's fouled. Boy, when Lorain gets the ball to Grant when she posts up, good things happen. She has 15. Foul on Taylor Steffen, her first, 6th on Keystone. And with 5:14 to go, Namaje Grant will try to cut this to a 2-point Keystone lead. Does not do so, draws rim, but Janos got an offensive rebound. Right back to Grant. Steffen is down on the floor. The shot goes up and in by Herman. It's a 1-point lead. Now Steffen gets up, but she's slow to get up. And it's a 1-point lead for Keystone. Brosh into the front court. Brosh beat the press, gets alone, puts it up and in. 49-46, Keystone's lead is 3. Ashley Heisel with the basketball at the Nabo Hannon. Cross court with a pass to Micaiah Herman. Herman with her pass. It's going to be stolen away by Haley Sprouse. Sprouse with a steal. Sprouse on the drive. Put it up. No good. Rebound Micaiah Herman for Lorain. Herman got it to Namaje Grant. Grant at the foul line. Grant into the lane. Off the glass. Rim no good. Rebound Borowski for Keystone. She gets it off to Broshk, I'm sorry. Valerie Broshk with the basketball. They'll get it across midcourt. Keystone leads by 3. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this ball game. The Wildcats 49, the Titans 46. Sprouse open 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Namaje Grant. Broshk fight for it. It's a jump ball. It'll stay with Keystone. Nicole Ortiz will come in after a short rest for Lorain. Ortiz is in. Nabo Hannon comes out. It'll be butt off to inbound for Keystone. Butt off, Borowski, Broshk, Sprouse, and Steffen are the 5 on the floor for Scott Terry's ball club. Broshk has it. Broshk guarded closely by Ortiz. Ortiz all over Broshk. Broshk gets around her, gets her pass to Sprouse. Sprouse right back to Broshk. Coach Terry says run our offense. They get it to Sprouse, top of the circle, Borowski around the perimeter. Butt off, 1 dribble, picks up her dribble. Looking, and Keystone takes a timeout. Timeout, Keystone with 3:40 to go in the ball game. Our score, it is Keystone 49, Lorain 46. And we'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Cage Matchup Tonight's ball game is on AM 930 WEOL. You can download our free mobile app, or you can listen online at WEOL.com.
Our little superhero looks pretty happy.
Yes, he does. I've been teaching him that eating healthy will make him grow up strong. It's so important that we both encourage him to eat healthy and exercise regularly, and that we live that way in front of him. You know, it's never too early to start.
I wish I'd eaten healthier when I was his age.
Yeah, maybe if you had, you would have developed some special powers also.
92% of kids and teens have a poor diet, but you can change that. Teach your kids the importance of healthy eating in a language they can understand.
Hi, this is Michael Peterson. I'm sitting here in the beautiful Sound Kitchen recording studios in Franklin, Tennessee. Did you know that for over 90 years, the American Legion Auxiliary has provided comfort, care, and scholarships for our military veterans and their families? There continues to be a great need for scholarships for the children of our military veterans, as well as outreach for our wartime veterans and their families. Please join me in making a generous donation to the American Legion Auxiliary Foundation.
3:40 to go in the ball game. Keystone has 2 timeouts remaining. Lorain with 3. Keystone with the ball, leading by 3. Taylor Steffen hands it off to Valerie Brosh. Brosh with it, dribbling by the edge of the center circle. 3.5 minutes to go in the contest. Left side for Ashley Butoff. It's stolen away by Ashley Heisel. Heisel with the basketball, behind the back with a dribble. Ashley Heisel puts it up and in. Heisel with 4. And Lorain is within 1 at 49-48. Ortiz got a steal. Ortiz lobs it for Herman. Herman off the glass and in. And Lorain leads 50-49. And we get a whistle and a timeout for Lorain. Mark Feldman wants a timeout. The Titans lead by 1. And we'll be back with 3:11 to go in the ball game. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage Matchup. Tonight's game is on AM 930 WEOL. You can download our free mobile app, or you can listen at WEOL.com.
Hi, my name is Blake Bartley. I'm 16 years old in 10th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying welding and manufacturing through Lorain High's Career Tech Education Program. After that first class, I knew it was something that I would want to stick with. I could have a future in this. I put pieces of metal together and have learned all different types of welding, like MIG and stick. I get to learn TIG welding my junior year. We've done a lot of projects so far, and I've gained a lot of experience. Overall, the program is fun and pretty laid back. It's never boring because you're always doing something in the class. Krushenko is by far my favorite teacher. He interacts with us and gets along pretty well. The stuff he's taught me is going to seriously help me when I need to weld my own car one day. That's why I'm going to University of Northwestern Ohio to continue my education in welding. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High Welding and Manufacturing Career Tech Program.
3:11 to go in the ball game. Keystone to inbound. They trail by 1. They get it into Taylor Steffen. Steffen finds Valerie Brosh. Brosh beats the pressure. Brosh right elbow. Now she'll pull it back out. Keystone will set the offense. Brosh on the dribble drive. Kicks it out to Harrington. Maddie Harrington just checked back in. Air ball long on the shot. Rebound Nicole Ortiz for Lorain. Under 3 minutes to play. Lorain leads by 1, 50-49. Grant dumped it into Llanos, but we're going to get a whistle and an offensive charge on Grant. As she passed, she ran over Taylor Steffen. And Naj Grant ran over Steffen, and she is going to be helped by a trainer, and also Scott Terry coming over to look at Steffen as she was run over by Grant. Grant gets called for the offensive foul, and that takes the basket away because she had passed it into Llanos, who scored, but they take it away as they look at Grant, who is on the floor here with 2:49 to play. She is sitting up and going to come to her feet. She'll be all right. But with 2:49 to go in the ball game, she's going to have to come out momentarily because they had to stop the game for her. And we'll see who Coach Terry comes to as Taylor Steffen will come out, and checking back in is going to be Peyton Helene. That's a big play in the game because Grant passed the ball. Llanos had put it in, but Grant absolutely ran over Taylor Steffen for the charge that takes it away. So it's 50-49. Lorain's lead is 1. They're going to inbound for Brosh. Brosh in the backcourt. Brosh, it's going to go off of a Titan and out of bounds. Keystone again will inbound. Wildcats trail by 1, 50-49. Keystone led by 7 at half, led by 5, or 7 after 1. They led by 5 at half. They led by 3 after 3. They throw the inbounds away, and Grant gets the steal. Lorain now leads by 1 with the ball. In the corner, Ortiz, open 3, got it! Nicole Ortiz with a huge 3, and Scott Terry takes the timeout. 2:33 to go, Lorain leads by 4. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage Matchup. Tonight's game on AM 930 WEOL. We're on WEOL.com, or you can download our free mobile app.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
Nicole Ortiz with a huge 3. Lorain with their biggest lead of the night at 4 at 53-49. Keystone inbound with pressure, and they throw it away again. Grant got the steal. Llanos with it back to Grant. Boy, a huge turnover there by the Wildcats. Grant gets it in the corner to Herman, back outside to Ortiz. Hands it off to Heisel. 2:20 to go. Keystone now will have to play man-to-man. Lorain leads by 4. 53-49. Ortiz, one dribble, gets it out to Herman. Micaiah Herman's pass to Namaje Grant. We get a whistle and a foul on the Wildcats. And the foul is going to go on Grace Borowski, her 4th, team 7th, and shooting the front end of a 1-and-1 is going to be Namaje Grant. And Ashley Elliott in for the first time tonight for Keystone, 5'7" junior. She'll come in for Shelby Fortune. Boy, Keystone with some huge turnovers here in the 4th quarter against the pressure. Free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on that rebound, says Larry Reardon. And it's going to go against the Titans, and it's on Tanya Llanos. For her, Llanos, that's her 4th, team 6th. So the next foul on Lorain will put Keystone in the bonus. 2:05 to go in the ball game. The Wildcats trail by 4. Full court pressure. They try to inbound. They're going to get it into Sprouse. Sprouse in the backcourt. Sprouse with Heisel all over. Pass in the backcourt to Ashley Elliott, who just checked in. Got it to Brosh. Brosh to Steffen. Back out to Sprouse. Sprouse with a bounce pass. It's going to be kicked. It'll be a Keystone to inbound. With 1:54 to go. Inbounding will be Haley Sprouse. She has 21 tonight for the Wildcats. 4 3-point field goals. Inbound, we have a whistle and an offensive foul away from the ball, says Larry Reardon, on the Wildcats. On the inbound. Ashley Elliott gets called for the foul. It'll be Lorain to inbound. And it'll be Nabel handed to inbound. She gets it to Heisel in the backcourt. 1:50 to go. Lorain leads by 4 with the ball. Grant with a pick, and Heisel uses it. Gets across midcourt. Heisel on the dribble. Borowski has her. She has 4 fouls. Got to be careful. Heisel with it. Heisel back out to Nate Bohannon. They double team Bohannon. Bohannon's pass intercepted by Borowski. Borowski into the front court. Borowski looking for a guard, and she will get it into Taylor Steffen. Steffen off the glass, missed it from point blank range. It's out of bounds. It will go to Lorain. Boy, Keystone had a great shot with 1:23 to go. It was Steffen underneath the basket, but she couldn't convert. And on the rebound, it went out of bounds to Lorain. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. 1:20 to go. Lorain with a basketball. They lead 53-49. Heisel gets it across midcourt. Heisel behind the back with a dribble. We get a whistle and a foul on Lorain. And Heisel will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Keystone foul number 12, Valerie Brosh, second.
Foul on Valerie Broshker, second, team's ninth. And at the line for a 1-and-1 is Ashley Heisel. Heisel front end of the 1-and-1. 68% free throw shooter on the year. Has made 2 tonight. She's made 3 tonight. Maddie Harrington in for Keystone. Micaiah Herman in for Lorain. Elliott comes out for Keystone. Bohannon comes out for Lorain. 54-49. Titans by 5 with 1:13 to go. Their biggest lead of the night. Keystone has been stuck on 49 for a while. Heisel puts the second free throw up and in, and we have got a timeout on the floor. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick 30-second break with 1:13 to go in the ball game. The Titans lead by 6 on the Cleveland Clinic Cage matchup on AM 930 WEOL, WEOL.com, or download our free mobile app.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Sprouse to inbound for Keystone. The Wildcats trail by 6 with 1:13 to go. Lorain has cranked up the pressure in the fourth quarter. Keystone has not handled it well. They've turned it over multiple times, and the Wildcats down by 6. Brosh gets into the front court. Brosh is going to be fouled by Nicole Ortiz with 1:04 to go in the ball game, and that will put the Wildcats into 1-and-1. But that is not what Mark Feldman wants. He didn't want to see the clock stop. And we're going to have a 1-and-1 for Valerie Brosh, who tonight has made 5 free throws, 9 points. Even though on the year she's just 52% from the line. Free throw up, good. 6 made free throws for Brosh, 10 points in the game. Nay Bohannon in, Micaiah Herman out for the Titans. 55-50, Lorain's lead is 5, 1:04 remains. Second free throw, round rim and in. Brosh made them both. After the ball game, we'll have a conversation with the winning coach, and that's brought to you by Dr. Karen Kramer. On the inbounds, Lorain with the basketball, a minute to play. Heisel breaks the pressure, gets it to Grant, and we're going to get a blocking foul with Heisel being fouled as she passed the ball, and that's on Borowski, and she's fouled out of the game. So Borowski fouls out, having scored 2 points, and Ashley Butoff will come back in for Keystone, and that's the 10th team foul on Keystone, so 2 free throws for Ashley Heisel. Lorain in the double bonus for the rest of the ball game. Free throw by Heisel. It's in and out. Coming in is Herman. Herman is in for Bohannon. Offense, defense. Bohannon's out there offensively, but when they can make the substitution, Herman comes in defensively. Heisel's second free throw. That one in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Haley Sprouse for Keystone, and we get a blocking foul on Heisel. We have we're going to have Heisel with a foul, her first. Team's 8, stops the clock with 54 seconds to go. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Haley Sprouse, who tonight has 21 points, including 1 free throw on the year, 50% from the line. 54.5 seconds, still a ton of time. And with Lorain, with these fouls that they've been committing, they keep stopping the clock and giving the Wildcats opportunities to score with the clock stopped. And Sprouse does just that. She makes the free throw. She has 22, including 13 in the second half. 55-52, Lorain by 3. Second free throw, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Llanos. Llanos got it to Grant. Grant in the backcourt. Grant is going to be fouled by Butoff. Ashley with a foul, her first. Teams, again, they're in the double bonus. And it will be Grant at the line for 2. Still 49 seconds to go. It's a one-possession game right now, 55-52. So if you're Lorain, at the very least, you're hoping that she can make one of the two, and that would make it a two-possession game. Each team with one timeout remaining. Free throw in and out. Bohannon back in for Nicole Ortiz for Lorain. 55-52 Lorain. 49 seconds to go in the ball game. Grant made 1 out of 2. It is a two-possession game. 56-52. Brosh gets around Heisel. Brosh into the front court all the way around Grant. Laid it up. No good. Rebound. Grant had it, and she comes away with it. Namaje Grant in the backcourt. As going for the steal is Sprouse. And it will be Namaje Grant going right back to the free throw line. Sprouse with her third. They've long been in the double bonus. And with 37 seconds to go in the ball game, Grant right back to the line with her team up by 4. Free throw, no good. 56-52 Titans. Boy, this is a long fourth quarter with all these fouls. Grant again, that one's no good. Rebound comes down to Haley Sprouse of Keystone. She lost control of it out of bounds. It'll be Lorain basketball. I think Sprouse thought she was going to be fouled. She lost control of the dribble before the Titans fouled her. It's out of bounds to Lorain with 33 seconds to go. Bohannon looking. She's going to inbound to Heisel. Heisel picking up the ball. We get a jump ball as Sprouse tied her up. The possession arrow stays with Lorain with 31.4 seconds to go. Each team has one timeout remaining. Lorain leading by 4. Bohannon looking to inbound. Bohannon got it to Grant. Grant guarded by Steffen. Grant spins around Steffen before she takes the shot. She's fouled. She'll go back to the line for 2.
Keystone foul number 24, Taylor Steffen, her second.
Foul on Taylor Steffen, just her second. And Namaje Grant at the line for 2 free throws. First free throw was short, no good. Grant today with 16 points, including 10 in the second half.
Keystone foul number 4, Shelby Fortune.
Shelby Fortune in for Keystone. She'll replace Ashley Butoff. With 26 seconds to go in the ball game. Titans by 4. Grant again, that one's good. 57-52. Whistle and a timeout for Lorain. For Keystone. Keystone takes a timeout. Their last one will step aside as well. 26.9 seconds remaining. Our score, it's the Titans 57, the Keystone Wildcats 52. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage Matchup. Tonight's game is on AM 930 WEOL. We're online at WEOL.com, or you can download our free mobile app.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim, or e-claim, for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
57-52, the Titans lead by 5. After one quarter, Keystone led at 15-8. Keystone led at halftime 29-24. They led after 3, 39-36. But so far in the fourth quarter, Lorain has turned the tables on Keystone, and they've turned a 3-point deficit into a 5-point lead, outscoring Keystone by 8 in this fourth quarter. Keystone out of timeouts, 25 seconds to go. No pressure in the backcourt by Lorain this time. They'll hand it off to Sprouse, 20 seconds to go. Wildcats down by 5. Sprouse with the basketball. Sprouse on the left side. Sprouse on the drive into the lane, put it up. No, and she's fouled. She's shooting a couple of free throws, stops the clock with 14 and a half seconds to go.
Lorain foul number 22, Tanya Lagos, her 5th.
So So Llanos fouls out of the ball game for Lorain with her 5th foul. She came off the bench tonight and had an outstanding game with 12 points, 10 of them in the first half. So Nicole Ortiz will come in for Llanos.
Nicole Ortiz at the line, shooting 2, Haley Sprouse.
So Haley Sprouse at the line for 2. 57-52, Lorain with 14 and a half seconds to go. Free throw up and in. 57-53. This to make it a 1-possession game. This is a very important foul shot. Sprouse puts it up, and she made it. It is a 1-possession 3-point game, 57-54. Pressure in the backcourt. They get it ahead to Ortiz. Ortiz guarded by Harrington. Harrington gets it back to Herman, and we get a whistle and a foul on. It's going to be on Valerie Brosch. It's her 3rd. Again, they're in the double bonus. 10 and a half seconds remain, and it's Herman at the line for 2. 57-54 Lorain. She makes one of them. It's a 2-possession game, and since Keystone's out of timeouts, it would be very difficult for them to come back. Herman's free throw is up, off the rim, no good. Here's the important one. She misses, it's a 1-possession game. If she makes, obviously a 2-possession game. Herman at the line. Coach Terry just screamed out, we need a 3. Herman's second free throw is good. 58-54. They get it into Sprouse. Sprouse with the basketball. Sprouse will split the defense. Stolen away by Herman. Herman got the steal. Got it into Manche Grant. Grant put it up. No, and she's fouled by Shelby Fortune with 2.4 seconds to go in the game. And that will do it as Grant will go to the line.
Her first at the line, shooting 2, Miles Grant.
Grant's free throw is up around the rim and it fell in. 60-54. 2.4 to go. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Stefan had it. It's stolen away by Grant. She put it in at the buzzer. Grant put it in at the buzzer, and that'll make our final Lorain 61, Keystone 54. We'll be back with the postgame show after this timeout. Our final score, it was the Lorain Titans 61, the Keystone Wildcats 54. You've been listening to the Cleveland Clinic Girls Cage matchup. Tonight's game on AM 930 WEOL, on WEOL.com, or download our free mobile app.
Hi, my name is Siajane Payne. I'm 18 years old and in 12th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying mechanical engineering and robotics through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I'm also working on my 2-year college degree through Titan College's College Credit Plus program. In CTE's Mechanical Engineering and Robotics program, we get to use our mind and imagination to create anything we want. My teacher, Mr. Bogan, really made applied math fun. Bogan's a really good teacher and he makes making friends easy. He cares, he does his job. It makes it a lot easier for us to understand and we are able to do it. He has really high expectations for us. I learned how to read blueprints, how to create a robot. It's mind-blowing how easy it can be if you just put your mind to it. As for Titan College's College Credit Plus program, it's a lot of homework, but if you're not lazy, you can figure it out. Sometimes taking college credits in high school can be overwhelming, but it keeps you from slacking off because you know it's on your college transcript. The teachers in CCP are really professional and expect more from us, but they understand that we are still high school students. I'm really grateful for this program. There are no excuses for not doing it. Thanks to Titan College and Career Tech, I will have more than a year of college coursework completed by the time I finish high school. Thanks to my Career Tech mechanical engineering classes, I have a hands-on basis for what I want to do, and that makes me feel really confident. CTE gave me this confidence. If it wasn't for this program, I wouldn't want to be in this career field. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to the Lorain High's Mechanical Engineering Career Tech program and Titan College.
And welcome back to Keystone High School, where the Lorain Titans go to 9-9 overall. They defeat Keystone by a score of 61-54. Joining us now is Mark Feldman, the head coach of the Lorain Titans. And this Talk with the Coach is brought to you by Dr. Karen Kramer, your hometown dentist in Grafton and Elyria. Mark Feldman, outstanding effort. Big fourth quarter. Yeah. Once your team got the lead, you were able to win it with some free throws. You outscored them 25-15 in the fourth quarter. I thought your pressure in the fourth quarter really turned it around.
Well, you know, we went with that zone pressure in the first half, and they did a great job of getting out of our traps. We've been throwing traps at really quick people in our conference for the last 3 or 4 games with that that 1-3-1 and that 1-2-2 and trapping helter skelter all over the place. And they did a fantastic job of moving the ball. They just kept moving it. We weren't getting anything out of it. So we were burning a lot of energy and not really getting anything out of it. So we know that we'd have tendency to pick up a lot of fouls. It was like 10-2 in the first half in their favor. We had 10 fouls, they had 2. And so our kids, we were real aggressive, and sometimes we reached too much and we bumped too much and we knocked people down. And
yes, you do.
So we had to play a lot of zone in that first half. Well, halftime we said, I think it might have been midway through the third quarter, we called a timeout and we said, girls, we just got to lock up and go man. And the man got us back in the game. It was full court man, half court man, but whatever it was man. And everybody had their assignments. Everybody was doing their switches. Everybody was helping each other. A lot of rotating, a lot of helping each other, and they got it done. They got loose balls, and I think it kind of sped them up a little bit.
Yep.
And where before the traps we weren't getting them sped up in the traps because they were just passing out of it. They did a great job of passing out of our traps. We're trapping our next game. We're trapping again because that's what we do. But Keystone, hats off to them. They really gave us trouble with that. They took away what we do well, and we had to adjust.
What's it say about where your team is right now that you're on the road for over 3 quarters? It's not going your way, but you still find a way to win the ball game.
Yeah, and I don't care who you're playing and all that. Our kids were a tough game tonight. They were tough. You got high school kids over there cheering and crowd. Our kids really stepped up in the heart, and our last 4 or 5 games, they've just been finding ways to get it done.
Boy, Coach, Keystone played zone defense for you for the most part until they fell behind, and you guys on the offensive glass against that zone, you killed them on the offensive.
You think so?
I thought.
I didn't think so. I wanted more. I didn't think we were. That first half, Tanya Llanos. Number 20,
how big was she?
Number 22. She was huge in that first half. She's getting putbacks. She was the only one. I thought she was the only one. There might have been, maybe when I watch film, I'll see different. But it seemed to me like she was one of the only ones that was really a crash in those boards. And she kind of kept us in the game the first half. Those putbacks. Because we weren't making any shots against that zone.
Right.
So.
Now you get to 9-9. You win the big game Saturday in your league at Maple.
Yeah, we got a tough one.
You come over here, and now you're going to go to take on Cleveland Heights at home this Saturday.
They're like 14-2. So they're 14-2. They're the cream of our conference. But we lost to Bedford by 20 earlier in the season, and we turned around and we knocked them off a couple weeks ago. So who knows, man? Maybe.
But how much better are you playing now than earlier in the year?
We're just playing with passion. We're playing with energy. They're getting on the floor after balls. They're talking to each other. There was the one time I'm really proud of, kids like Nabe O'Hannon didn't have a super fantastic night, but at the end of the game we were subbing her in and out because for defense and stuff. We had the one time out and she was in there telling kids what to do. She hadn't been in there for 2 or 3 minutes, but she was in there, doing this.
Yep.
And that's where you see kids grow.
Right.
That's where you see kids. They care more about their team and more about what's happening with the team than their own personal, satisfaction. And so I was proud of all of them.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy it with your team. Congratulations on getting to 500 at 9-9.
We were 3-6 at one time.
That's why I say congratulations on getting to 500 because it's a big deal. I know it.
Yeah, the kids are working hard.
All right.
You got practice tomorrow.
I'm sure you do. That's Mark Feldman, the head coach of the Lorain Titans. Again, Mark, thank you and good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
That's Mark Feldman, the victorious head coach of the Lorain Titans as they win it by a score of 61-54.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.